What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellania. It is Tuesday night, live time. Woo! Let me fix my camera just a little bit. I just realized you're like angled incorrect. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. Um, who got snow? I did. Hello. So much snow. I'll talk about that in a minute. I would like to first tell you about the tools I will be using for this particular live stream. I am using Diamond Pen Pal's Ajacai pen. If you get the Ajacai pen from Diamond Pen Pal, it will look like this on both sides with the hydrangeas, but mine is special. Mine actually has Margaret Morales's artwork in it from last year's Mary Morales, and there will be a beautiful one for this year, I promise you, from Diamond Pen Pal, and some new offerings as far as event pens. I'll be giving you more information on that when I have it. In my multi-placer, I am using Pastel Rainbow Dot Dot Putty from Butterfly Effectwares, and it smells like Fruit Loops cereal milk. It's amazing. I don't know, just smells great. And then I'm using a tray from one of our sponsors, Firefly. This is the Switch Mini Max. This is the Mary Morales tray from last year, 2024, but it's got some fishies on the top of it. It has a removable lid, which I remove, a removable trash tray, which again I take out, and an open and closed pour spout, which when they're newer, you do kind of have to work that a little bit just to kind of get it used to being open and closed. So you just mess with it a little bit. It will loosen up because at first it is pretty stiff. Like you notice compared to my white tray that I have, like you can just basically pop that thing in and out, no problem. So yeah, you got to give these a little bit of time to kind of get worn down a little bit, but it will work. Either way, this is the Switch Mini Max. And then in my single placer, I am using Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. Not a sponsor yet for Mary Morales. I'm still waiting to hear back from Audra. The diamond painting that I am using is, or that I'm working on, is obviously going to be a Morales for Mary Morales. Am I right? While that event is going on. If you don't know what I am talking about in regards to Mary Morales, please check out links in the description. If you have a Margaret Morales kit that you can work on, either from Diamond Art Club or one that is licensed from Daimoon Shop or a cross stitch conversion, you can come and play along with us. Go check out the links. This is Onahime. Look at that sexy lady. Woo! Kitsune with boobs. Anyways, she is a 55.8 by 70.7 in squares. She's going to be my December kit for Mary Morales. I will probably end up finishing her well before the end of December and then move on to my next one. So I may end up getting 3 in for this event. We'll see how it goes. But let me first ask you, please, while you are entering, to hit the like button on your way in. And also want to say hello to everybody who is already in the chat. Hello, DM. Hello, Heather. Hello, Shelly. Hi, Laurel. Hi, Kath and Tigger. Hello, Mary. Hello, Josh Kosh Bagosh. Hello, Ebony. Hello, Shelby. Hello to who else? Kylie. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Abby. And yes, as far as snow, so we got last week, we got a foot of snow. And then like 2 days later, 3 days later, another 5 or 6 inches. And then right now, it's raining slash snowing. It's sketchy out there, y'all. Real sketchy. My cat's arm jets out at faster than light speed, and my hand does not. My question is, do the movable bits stay attached if my cat... Oh, yeah. Okay, so the trash tray that goes inside, it fits in there. Oh, there's also a hole in the top right there. So if you put your diamond painting pen in it, it won't roll away, which is very handy. Although you can get from Diamond Pen Pal the roll stop pen where it's a little flat on one side so that when you set it down, it won't roll off. But yeah, when you put this in here, it slides in. And I mean, like if your cat learns how to shake something, sure. But otherwise with that lid on, like, I mean, I'd really have to go kind of ham on trying to get the lid off, because it won't just pop off this way. It slides into a track. in there. So no, that's not going to go anywhere. So if you're putting your drills in there and then leaving it, let's say overnight, and you knock it, I'll knock it on the floor. No, it stayed closed. I just picked it up the way I found it on the floor and it stayed closed. So if your cat's real good about like just batting things around, you should be fine. Mostly fine. I mean, I don't give 100% guarantee, but I give a pretty good guarantee on that. Vicky White, what's up, lady? Hi, Melissa. Hello, Marianne. So yeah, I can't like obviously give you a 100% guarantee on that, but I would say you got a pretty good chance that this is not going to open up if you leave it, with the top on it when you're not using it. The reason I take out the trash tray is when, okay, it hasn't happened yet, but I'm not trying to coax it to happen. If I have trash in here, and then let's say I'm trying to put my stuff into, let's pretend this is like a container, right? When you go like this and you put your drills in there, you're going to end up with your trash in your container that you're trying to put your good drills into. So that's why I just take the trash thing out and put it aside so that it's not, dumping stuff into my trays when I'm finished putting trash into things. So, but I love Firefly. I like honestly, between this one and I think it's called the Ignite, they have one called the Twinkle, which is a light up tray. Y'all, I need one of those badly. But there's one, and I think I can't remember if it's the Inferno or the Ignite, but it has more of a like this kind of pour spout, which I actually really enjoy. This one is from Ephemera 3D, and right now their store is not up and running. They're doing some stuff, making some changes and things, but I love this pour spout because it fits even into Tic Tac containers, which are the tiniest mouthed things you can find. So he's a menace. Yeah, with the spout, I mean, he'd have to get real tricky to try and open a pour spout. Hello, Shannon. But yeah, oh guys, okay. So you remember how I was carrying on about how I wasn't sure, I didn't want to use the original gold drills that came with the kit on her her kimono. I didn't want to use those on her kimono because I didn't think they were the right color gold. I came up with a compromise. Instead of doing the drills that I was planning to do, which were going to be a different colored metallic, I actually decided, and move stuff so I can show you. I actually decided to use a sparkler, Sunshine, I think is the name of the sparkler that I ended up using. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. It's perfect. It worked out so well in this area, and it gives off just enough shimmer of other colors. It's hard to see in camera, but in person, it gives off enough other colors. It really it glows. I'm telling you, it is so good. Like you can see in the flash that it's like perfect for that area. Love it. Love it. But the sparklers are called Sunshine. Let me see. I'll put them in a white tray so you can see them a little bit better. They're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful sparklers. Get them out. Yeah, I know I like it. If Firefly sponsors this year, I might try one. I believe that they're going to sponsor. I don't know if it's going to be with gift cards or if they're going to make a tray. They're probably busy to make a tray. They're trying to catch up on Black Friday orders and things like that. Look at them. Oh, they're so good. They're so, so good. And no, that's not all I have left. I actually have a whole bag of them. Because I ran myself pretty low putting them on this. Put some more in my little jar though. Oh, they're so good. I love them. I love them so much. It's hard to see in the camera, but they also have kind of like a pink kind of glow to them too. Oh, they're so good. So good. In a litter box. About a litter box? This one was your first? Yeah, Alondra, this is a good one. This is a very, very good canvas. I've enjoyed it. I love the colors. It's very outside of my usual color schemes, right? With blue. I mean, it has some blue, but getting what in the mail? What you getting in the mail? Mm. Mm. A cat proof tray. I also like cat proof. I can't reach out to them about Mary Morales because they're on Etsy and I don't have another way to reach them. I love my cat proof trays. My favorite one is, I think it's called the Fine Loaf. This one. Love that. Love the Fine Loaf one. And then the long one. I don't know if I know what this one is called. This one, they didn't put a thing on the back of it, so I don't know what this one is called, but this long one is also one of my favorites from Cat Proof. Love it. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, she's a cat litter box for trash drills. That's cute. That's kind of adorable. Just saying. Kind of adorable. So I did come up with, if we decide we want to, I did come up with a Mad Libs, some Mad Libs for the holidays and diamond painting. So if we decide that we want to play Mad Libs, I have some ready, you guys, because it's Tuesday and Tuesday we do fun things. Now, next question that I have for people, I want to do the auction. Well, probably more than one auction, probably closer to like 2 or 3 auctions because I have a few people that have things that they want to sell. My plan is to do those on a Tuesday. Do we want to wait until after Christmas to do the first one? Like do it in January so that people have, you know, either their Christmas money from people or they've spent what they needed to spend at that point, and you're not worrying about spending your Christmas budgets on auction things. I'm fine with whatever, but I think maybe doing it after the 1st of January would be a good idea, and then I can start prepping now. Mad Libs, yeah. You sent her a message today about, oh, to Cat Proof? That's handy because I can't send her messages on Etsy. I'm not able. Long story. The first year that I tried to do Mary Morales, I had sent like a copy pasted message via Etsy to some of the people that I wanted to have sponsor. And then Etsy decided to flag my account and ban me because of the copy pasted messages. So I went and made another profile with this, you know, my personal information, same like home address or whatever, and with a legal name on it, but a different email. And within, I would say 2 days, they banned that one too. So I figured it was probably something that was connected to my address since it wasn't the email because they flagged that and banned me immediately. So I can't even shop on Etsy. Sucks. All I was trying to do was get a hold of sponsors. Fine with whatever you want to do. All right. January sounds good. I think January sounds good. I'm out of DP money until after Christmas personally. Yeah, see? I think January's good. I think January's very good. But yeah, if you want to give Cat Proof my email address, it's houseofmiscellania@gmail.com. All one word, no spaces. And just have them send me an email. I would love to have them sponsor. I think I got in touch with them the first year and we had started to work things out and then I got banned from Etsy. It was a bunch of crap and I didn't ask anybody else to reach out to any other businesses because I didn't want anybody else to lose their accounts, like because they were just trying to help me, you know? Like, But maybe sending like a message wouldn't get somebody banned. I think if it were like mass messaging like I tried to do would definitely get somebody banned. But I've kind of given up the ghost on only doing 2 Moraleses for Mary Morales this year. I was gonna try and pace myself out and then not like work on this too fast and try to keep it to just this one and Luntian, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I've officially given up on that idea. I think I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. I don't know how to drive or anything, but I think I'm just gonna do it. Check my message. I think I already sent it. All right, cool. Oh yeah, my IP address. Yeah. Yeah, that too. That too sucked. Well, I mean, the only thing that really sucks is like when I run out of butterfly effect wares, I have to have somebody else order it for me because I can't. If I want anything from Etsy, I either have to like find them on Facebook and go like, "Hey, take pity on me and let me order something from you." I mean, granted, I can talk to Abby about anything on like Instagram too from Butterfly Effect Wares. That's how like I keep in touch with her about sponsoring and that sort of thing. So if I do need to place an order, I can talk to Abby, but it's just kind of a pain in the ass. Have to do it that way. Sugar, what are you reverse sneezing over there? Just do it. Yeah. Just do it. Just gonna do it. Yeah. Oh my god. I never actually thought people like spoke that way until I heard somebody speak that way. I mean, to be fair, I believe that they were probably like Gen Z. They were younger. They were younger-ish people. Maybe not Gen Z. Maybe more like, I don't know. I don't know what generation they were, but I'd never actually heard somebody speak that way except for maybe Valley Girls from like the 80s. No, like Valley Girls kind of spoke that way in the 80s, but I never thought I would actually hear it in person again beyond the 80s. Hello, Sarah. Rainbow Girl got archived already. Glad I got it. Which one was Rainbow Girl? Hello, show. Rainbow Girl. Rainbow Girl from, I mean, I knew Rita Konya's Rainbow Witch got archived, but who's the artist on Rainbow Girl? Do I know that painting? Um yeah, there's a lot of things that I think after especially these mystery boxes that we're going to see a lot of things go into archive. Um I it's like one of those, if it's in stock and it's been sitting in stock for a long time, I would grab it before you don't have an opportunity to grab it is the thing. And no, I'm not trying to play into FOMO or anything like that, but it is one of those like oftentimes I'll tell myself, "Oh, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll be able to get it on a restock." And then it restocks 3 times and sits and then I still don't pick it up and then I kick myself when I don't end up grabbing it. So, you know, there is that. There aren't too many of those where I feel like, I want to kick myself for missing out, but there's a couple. One with the the rainbow hair and the drippy eye. Oh, because yeah, I was thinking about the one that looked like Rainbow Bright and like pink had a love child. That's the one I thought you were talking about. Okay, so Mary, that's why we call him Josh Kosh Bagosh, is because that is also what it makes a lot of us think of. And I live in Wisconsin, so I'm allowed to call things Bagosh anything because Oshkosh is here where I live. Well, state where I live. I don't live in Oshkosh. Cute little town though. Very picturesque. Very picturesque Midwest town. Sort of like Appleton is another one that's very picturesque. Eau Claire, Port Washington. Port Washington, they do this pirate festival every year, which is really, really cool. Um, I'm off of there. Thank you. Uh, yeah, Port Washington does a pirate festival. They have these like literally huge ships that they put out on Lake Michigan, but it's a very picturesque town. There's a town also called Bayfield, way, way, way up north in Wisconsin, like as far north as north goes in Wisconsin. And Bayfield to me, and I've never been to Maine. Okay, I've never been to the East Coast, but Bayfield to me looks like in my mind what I picture that an East Coast, like Maine sort of town would look like. You'll be in Madison in February. I don't live far from Madison. Like if you're driving up I-90 to get to Madison, like from Chicago area, you will literally drive through my city. What I was doing, freaking out, I'd miss out on Alice and Roses. Yeah, I don't blame you, Kylie, because I don't think she's going to stick around for a lot longer the way that she's just been sitting. I honestly thought Onahime would go first, but maybe they'll do one more restock of her before they archive her, though maybe they don't. I don't know. Hard to say. Because they could just decide to archive something without restocking it too. You just never, never, never know. Take a chance. Dang it. ABs, sit down. Sit down, ABs. There we go. Sorry, having difficulties fighting with these ABs. There's so many. Like this whole area right over here that you see, that's all color blocked ABs in there. That was a pain in the butt. I did that before the live. Allison Rose is in the mystery box, so it's a safe bet. Yeah, it is. It's between two lakes. Ah, yeah. Chicago is very bad. Madison in February sounds freezing. It's not as windy. Like Madison, well, okay. Yes, it is windy, not as windy as Chicago because it actually like Madison has it sits on an isthmus, which is also in between a bunch of lakes. So there's Lake Mendota, Lake Monona, Lake Winnebago, Lake Wabisa. There's all of these lakes in Madison proper. Well, it's Madison, but it's Fitchburg. It's Madison, but it's Lodi. It's like there's all these other suburbs that Madison has eaten, but downtown Madison sits on an isthmus, which is like all four sides of the capital are basically surrounded by lake. And so it does get very windy downtown, and the wind off of the lakes is kind of unpleasant, but they're not like Lake Michigan sized lakes. Like you can see to the other side of these lakes. Um, so it's not nearly as crazy as a Lake Michigan wind in Chicago, but it is pretty damn cold. What are you going to Madison for in February? Yeah, Alondra. Yeah, it was in the mystery box. So I would say it's a safe bet. But yeah, so with, you know, Chicago's very close. I live almost equidistant between Madison and Chicago where I'm at. Obviously, it takes me longer to get to the downtown center of Chicago than it does to the downtown center of Madison, but Chicago's also much larger. Uh, and trying to get really anywhere on the interstate um going into Chicago is a pain in the booty. Also kind of depending on when you're going into Chicago, what time of the day, all that sort of fun stuff. If you're going via 90 or 94 makes a huge difference. Definitely warmer in Madison than yeah. Yes. Yeah. Hoping to see friends in Chicago, going to a governor's dinner ball situation. Ooh, the governor's mansion in Madison is stunning. It's in a neighborhood that I used to go trick or treating in when I was younger because I lived in Madison before I moved to the city that I'm in now. Uh, but they in that neighborhood, they always gave away like massive candy bars, and the brothers Maine, they own like a appliance sort of super center in Madison. Used to anyways. I don't know about now, but it was back in the 80s, mind you. Um 80s and 90s. But in that neighborhood, the brothers Maine owned an appliance store. And so when you would go to their house for Halloween, they would hand out like Walkmans, Sony Walkman. I'm not talking like a cheap Walkman, I'm talking like a real Walkman. Ironically, our nickname isn't weather related. Right. Um, but yeah, I used to love going in that neighborhood, but the governor's mansion in Madison is stunning. It's really beautiful. And actually, our Capitol, if you get a chance to go to the Capitol building in Madison, is modeled after the first White House. And ironically, our Capitol building in Madison burned down also. And then they renovated it, but it still looks like the very first White House. Um, it is a really gorgeous Capitol building too. I mean, I'm a little bit biased. I love Madison. That's like legit my favorite city to go to. It's not too big, it's not too small. It has Okay, so there was a comedian, and I don't remember who shared it with me. Somebody sent me, oh, maybe it was Melissa. Melissa sent me a little thing from a comedian who was talking about how even the graffiti in Madison is very progressive. It very much is. Um, like you're not going to see graffiti that's like F you, whatever. It'll say something like love your neighbor, but like in graffiti. It's like progressive and nice graffiti in Madison. Also, I feel like as far as cities that I've been to, Madison is by far one of the cleanest. It's so clean. They really do a very good job of keeping everything in the downtown. I mean, really all over Wisconsin. Even the roadsides here, I feel like are very, very clean. Way better than a full-size candy bar. Hell yeah. A Sony Walkman? And I had that sucker for years. And then I remember I got a Discman, but I was like at the time probably 14 or 15 years old. And I still looked like I was about, I don't know, 12 or 13. So I got away with trick or treating much longer, and I went and got a Discman from the brothers Main's house in Madison. I was like, yeah, freaking Discman. And it had one of those like shock absorber things in it so that like if you shook it, it wouldn't make your CD skip. That was technology, I tell you. We thought we were really styling then. I remember the very first like iPlayer that I had was, I don't even know. I think it could hold like 10 songs, right? Because it wasn't a traditional iMedia, right? It was some cheap knockoff where I could put like 10 songs on it and it was about this freaking big. And I loved it, but like who only wants to listen to 10 songs? I mean, a cassette tape has more than 10 songs on it, but that was like a freebie that I got from something. I don't even remember what anymore. The shockwave. Yes, it was yellow. It was yellow and gray, Melissa. It was indeed. I had to lower the Capitol building in Madison. Yes. Yes, because it was taller than the US Capitol building. Yes. And our statue on top. She used to be huge. Lady Forward is her name. And she's gold. She's all gold. Like gold, gold. And gold plated, whatever. But they had to lower her height down and make it smaller because yes, our building was taller than the US Capitol building. Good trivia there. Yes, yes. Well, and I think it was all because they modeled it after the first White House and then that ended up being shorter or taller rather than the newer one. And yeah, they had to knock the statue down to size, Lady Forward. I know they don't let people go up in the observation deck anymore in the Capitol in Madison. They used to. I mean, I used to go up there all the freaking time, but you could get up pretty close to it. I remember one year they took her down for maintenance, and there was this rumor, and of course this was like before the internet was really a thing. There was this rumor that she had been stolen, and the local news stations had to do like a whole debunk thing because people thought that Lady Forward was stolen off of the top of the Capitol. Like, how would you get up there? First of all, they were renovating it, and yeah, there was some rumor that went around that she had been stolen. It's like, how would you even? Yes, Sujin, you heard gold. Lady Forward on top of the Wisconsin State Capitol in Madison. She is gold plated. She's made of gold. I love gold. Oh my goodness. Um, but yeah, I absolutely love Madison. I do miss it quite a bit. If the cost of living in Dane County, where Madison is, was not so effing ridiculous, I think I probably would have moved back there because I do love Madison. I mean, even living in some of the smaller little burbs that are not quite attached to Madison, but are like, 30 minutes away, whatever, even living in those places, ridiculous, ridiculous for any sort of rent. A lot of people actually live in the county where I live and then commute to Madison because you just basically hop the interstate and then boom, you're there. Uh, because our cost of living is not quite as high in the county where I live, but then we end up with idiot like um travelers, don't know how to drive, don't know how to do the commute correctly. I love the national government getting butt hurt. That's right. That's right. You can't be taller than our building. How very dare you? We cannot have it. We cannot have it. We will not allow it. So, what's everybody working on tonight? Are you working on your Moraleses? Are you taking a break? Are you doing something else? What you got? What you got on your table this evening? What's on your table? What's on your table? Oh, goodness. Oh, so I have a question for you guys. And I'm thinking the answer is probably going to be let's do it anyway. But I am to understand that there is um another channel, another YouTube channel that is doing an event in February called Fairy Tales and Folklore. Um and so I wondered, because it is very mythology heavy, do you guys want to do gods and goddesses again in the summer, or should we do something different? We do something other? Because if people wanted to do the February event, they could do that, and I could do something else. I'm all right changing. Took a 2 day break, started back at it today. Woo! 31 of us and only 16 likes. Oh, thank you, Abby. Ooh, Alondra's working on the Margaret. Yes, witchy Margaret. I'm hitting update tracking. Kidding, waiting for mine. Yeah, I hear that. 4 rows to go. Vegging out on the carpet. Okay, that's a place to hang out. Dark Lilith, working on Lumina, your mystery, Witch's Bakery. That Witch's Bakery is really cute, Kylie. Now that I've hit my week requirement, I've got 9 squares of plastic left of the Morrigan. Ooh. Furries and scalies. I'm game for whatever you host. All right. Furries and scalies. Sujan, why you rude? Why you rude? Elves doing things. Elves doing stuff. It's a chart to art from Diamond Art Studio UK. Nice. I like it. Elves doing things. That could also be a fun event. Just elves doing things. Game for whatever. Got my YouTube things done. Woo! I'm doing Black History Month in February. Yeah, me too. That was my plan, was to do Black History Month. Like gods and goddesses, love to hear all the info you give on the god or goddess. Okay. Rather do gods and goddesses. I'm all for gods and goddesses. I'm not doing that other event, but I'm cool with a different event if people prefer. I like the idea of different themes, but I did enjoy gods. I did too. I mean, for me personally, I was planning on doing gods and goddesses. Okay. Well, then it's a plan, guys. We're going to stick with it. And yes, my plan in February was to work on a Black History Month kit because that's what I do in February each year. Um, so I mean, I wouldn't be participating myself, but I didn't know if anybody else had plans toward that. So then, yeah, I'll stick with gods and goddesses because I like doing it. But I just didn't know if people were gonna, go, well, I already have this kit. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Whichever's fine. I'll only be a little bit sad, a little bit butthurt. Nah, probably not. Honestly, when there's less people in the event, that just means people win more prizes. Like if the event stays small, oh well, more prizes for everybody else, I guess. It works out. Need one to do for gods and goddesses. Ooh. Got mine yesterday and already on my third square. Ooh. You like gods and goddesses? Yeah. Ooh, yeah, Sarah, which one are you doing for Black History Month? Could expand to myths and monsters, then gods, goddesses are included. Doesn't somebody do a myths and monsters? I feel like that's a thing, isn't it? Or maybe it's mermaids and magic. I don't know. There's so many names. Got all the names. You know what I mean? I feel like myths and monsters is a thing, though, isn't it? Am I crazy? Did I make that up? Could have made that up in my own brain. It sounds really familiar, though. Narrowed it down to a couple of Geneva Bower kits. Yeah. I mean, as long as like myths and monsters isn't already a thing, I don't mind like air quote rebranding it. You know what I mean? Although with regard to myths and monsters, keep in mind that if it's gods and goddess even adjacent, I accept the painting anyways. So like if it's a okay, so maybe you're not doing Thor, but you're doing Thor's hammer, or you're not doing the Morrigan, but you're doing ravens, or you're not doing like you're doing Hercules Pegasus or something like that. If it can be tied to a god or a goddess or representative of one of their tools or whatever, then really like it kind of already is myths and monsters, like sort of deal. It really is just sort of a if you can make it relate to a god or a goddess, then it works for me. I believe Ennis Guerrero is a goddess. Can I work on one of hers? Yeah, she's got actually Ennis has a lot of things that are related to Wicca especially. I mean, I feel like Ennis all of her works are based on something to do with Wicca or religion in some sort of way. It doesn't have to be, like Greek or I mean it could be Egyptian, it could be Christian, it could be any god, goddess, like deity, demigod, um, that you see fit. It's pretty loosely named. It's so weird to work on this kit after just having worked on a DAC with flat drills. And so now I'm back to working on the peaked drills, and I don't, it's like now I can't even tell whether things are stuck down or not. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, did I forget how to do this? Maybe I forgot how to do this. Fairy Child is so good. Is Jesus a goddess? I mean, Jesus knows how to work a robe, but definitely qualifies under the gods and goddess umbrella. And if he identifies as such, why the heck not? See? I'm into it. I did a mushroom painting as one. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's very loose. If it represents a god or a goddess, or it's one of their tools or whatever. I mean, I worked on a Moralis that had nothing technically to do with god or goddess. I said that it was Psyche, but that was just what I decided to use it for. It's very, 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 very it's very open to interpretation. I mean, maybe you want to do a landscape and say that it represents Green Man or Mother Nature or Gaia or whatever. Like you can kind of do whatever you want to for gods and goddesses and make it work. If you can convince me that it's related, then I'm probably going to be like, all right, cool. Which do you like better, the peaked or flat? Um, I think that personally, I've always liked the peaked drills. One, for sensory purposes, I like the way that they feel when I touch them more than I do the flat drills. Um, I don't like when I'm trying to straighten them like this, and I accidentally rub my knuckle across them and scrape my knuckle. That sucked really bad. But I also like the way that the peaked drills stay in my putty better than the flat ones. Although after having worked on one with the flat drills, it's like I prefer the peaked drills, but the flat are fine. And I don't think that there's like significant difference in, I think it's actually shinier with the flat drills than it is with the peak drills. Like it looks more sparkly because you have more of a flat surface to pick up the light and reflect it back. Whereas with the peak drills, there's so many facets that I feel like it dulls the shiny of it. But either way, I may do Dragon Room because the muses, yeah. Shamans use mushrooms to connect to their gods. Life is not a construct. That is very true. It's very, very true. Yeah, honestly, like I feel like anything that you feel works for whatever god or goddess that you want to work on is just fine with me. I'd love to be able to find myself something more like Egyptian based this time. We'll see. If I can get my hands on uh Celestia Astra from Jada Gem Shop, maybe I'll work on that one for gods and goddesses cuz yeah, she's got all kinds of Egyptian symbolism all over her body. We'll do this one. I did a sea turtle, wolf, and Freya for gods and goddesses. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty open to just about anything you feel like represents. It's more or less just getting together in the summer, doing a diamond painting event together, and having a good time. I might be a little bit more strict with the rules this time, only because the last time I didn't require any photo, like any photos of anything. And I feel like what ended up happening was people were entering for prizes, but they weren't actually working on any diamond paintings. Like they weren't doing like making any progress. And so I'd like to kind of not have that happen. Like if you're going to do a diamond painting event, like let's be diamond painting at least, you know? So I may require like progress photos or whatever, but I don't think I'm going to add a requirement about like licensed artwork so long as it's not stolen artwork. Because that was the big thing last year. I wanted to make sure that, you know, that people could participate even if they didn't have a licensed piece. As long as it's not stolen, I don't mind unlicensed, you know. I remember a cool Bastet. Yes. Yes, I hope so too. I hope so too. Are you familiar with Asana? No. I have to look it up. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, more or less, it was just about getting together in the summer, diamond painting together, and having a good time. But I'd like to, yeah, make sure people are actually diamond painting would be good, and not just winning prizes. It's fine. You live and you learn, right? That's how you live and you learn. I feel like in life, there's always going to be people who are really good at interpreting rules to fit with whatever they'd like them to fit with. It just that's the way it is sometimes. Kylie, that will be in June and July next year. So there'll be plenty of time and plenty of notice so that if you want to get a canvas for it, you absolutely can. So, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the Sandman comics. Uh, I loved the portrayal of Bastet in the Sandman comics. So, so good. And then showing the Dream King as a cat was lots of fun. And I'm not talking about like the Netflix series. All the Netflix series was very good too. As a standalone thing. I really, really love the whole series, the comic book series. Oh my goodness. Trying to work around these freaking color blocked ABs is it can be a pain. You ever run into issues where like you're working on your diamond painting, you've got your ABs down because I always do my ABs and my specials first when I'm working on a square. I don't know if everybody else is the same in that, but I'll work on my specials first, and typically ABs come first because that's when my putty is usually fresh and I know it's gonna come off the putty. I'm not gonna have any issues. Well, after I've stuck down all my ABs, when I'm putting down all my other drills, you know, like I'll have the other drill will be close to the ABs, and then I'll end up pulling up ABs with my putty as I'm going. I'm like, son of a biscuit. Sandman show was okay. I didn't care for the portrayal. No, I didn't. Wasn't my favorite. That part was not my favorite. There were some things that um I appreciated and then I did not appreciate. Um the things that I did not appreciate, thankfully, were minimal in comparison to the things that I did like. Um, but I felt like there were some missed opportunities. I did enjoy that they mixed up the casting so that it wasn't just like it was in the comics, a bunch of white people. I super appreciate that they did use a trans person in the role of a trans person, I think that that was absolutely the right thing to do. I think it would have been strange not to. Um, but yeah, there were some I wish that some storylines maybe had been different, but I understand why they need to make things the way that they need to make things for series or things like that. Because there was going to be a shorter shelf life on that show, regardless of anything else that happened around the show. Because the story was basically told at that point. They didn't need to make another season, you know? I read some conflicting things about him and a female author and the Sandman comics. Shelby, I'll chat with you about that a little bit later. Um, there's something I'd like you to listen. Well, it's a hard listen, but I'll I'll chat with you about that. Um, I won't chat about it here only because the content in question, but I have some information about that that you should you should look into. I think it's informative because I was feeling very conflicted myself, uh, especially with other factors. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that later. Um, I can ask my friend from Puttylicious. Yeah, that'd be great, Kylie. And yeah, the information that I give you, Shelby, might help you to sort some of that truth out. And part of the reason that I've told my kids and even myself why it's unwise to get uh like tattoos of people's names, band names, that sort of thing on your body is because you don't know everything about a person's life. Like you don't live their life with them, so you don't know what they're doing. And so, there's that. It's like don't get tattoos you're going to regret someday. But yeah, I have some other information on that which I will share with you not now. Um on a happier note though, uh I where's my other color? Sorry, I'm looking for my next color and I can't find it. Look at there it is. J. Um in other news, for those who didn't already know, I hit 4,000 subscribers, you guys. It's over 4,000. I'm very excited about it. I did not think that that was going to happen. Now I'm just like, road to 5,000. Let's do it. I think I can. I think I can. We shall see. Oh, also, for those curious, if you're looking for trays, there will be event trays. If you're looking for event trays, there are going to be several options to choose from. Um, One is there's going to be Bella art trays, and actually with the Bella art, you can choose your size of tray because they're printed made to order. So if you are looking for one of their long trays or a specific type of tray, you can get it um, in any size. And if you want to leave off the Mary Morales from it and just use the what we picked for a graphic, you can leave Mary Morales, I think, off of it too. I think you can just get it with the florals that we picked. Um, so if you don't want it to stay Mary Morales so that you can use it for other things, you can do that. Or you can get it in various sizes from Bella Art and various styles, which I thought was very handy. There's also trays which are currently live, as far as I'm aware, from Ditsy's Diamond Den, which we decided to go with the doggy design tray. For those familiar, that is the Yellow Dog Designs tray. over at Ditsy's, they bought the software for that particular tray from Yellow Dog when Yellow Dog closed. So that tray is available currently. And then there are cover minders from Playful Fairy. Thank you. I'm very excited about my 4,000 subscribers. There's cover minders from the Playful Fairy. And then what else? Zodiac Shadows is working on our canvas roller. We will have a Mary Morales canvas roller from Zodiac Shadows as well. So if you wanted a canvas roller for the event, those are in progress. I didn't want to throw all of the event things at you all at once. So I'll let you know when other things are coming up, pens or blanks or things like that as they develop. But I didn't want to throw everything at you all at one time because I know, like, yeah, Christmas is right around the corner and not everybody's looking to spend all their coins immediately. Completely understand that. There it is. I picked up one of the doggy trays from Ditsy recently and it's really nice. Never got a chance to try Yellow Dog. It should be exactly like the original calf because it's actually their it's their design. Like it's their tray. The only thing that would be, I guess, different would be whatever plastics were used, but I'm assuming there was some commingling on that as well as to what plastic that Yellow Dog was using for the trays, because from what I have seen of the prototype that she's sending to me, it looks just like the Yellow Dog that I've had before. I also made sure that it was a light colored tray because I don't like not being able to see the drills. I think that dark trays make it really hard to see the drills when you're trying to pick them up. So everything that I selected, it's light colors. Also, I think a dark tray would look weird with a Morales anyways, so. But yeah, so if you're looking for trays, there are event trays rolling out. I don't know if the Bella one is live yet. So I was talking to Nicole yesterday. If it's not live yet, it will be live very soon. The different versions that you can get. Bitsy said she uses the same kind of filament. Yeah. Yep. So then, it should be exactly the same. I mean, obviously, I'll know better once I have it in my hands if it looks just like my Yellow Dog, but I would assume it does. It is really a bummer about Yellow Dog needing to close. Like, very, very, very kind people, very deserving of good things. And so I hope whatever the next adventure brings them, that they are successful. They were always very, very kind to me. Even like before anybody even knew who the heck I was, they were willing to sponsor for things, which I massively appreciate. Hello, Liana. How goesies? Just sitting here working on my Morales. Getting another square in. This square with all of the ABs ever. Oh, man. I was glad that I did it before the live, though, because I'd be sitting here struggling and you'd be laughing at me. All right. So, like I said, I have a Mad Lib ready. If you guys want to play a Mad Lib game, I'm into it. If y'all ready to put your thinking caps on, we can play some Mad Libs. If you don't know what Mad Libs are, it's like I will ask you for different types of words like adjectives, pronouns, verbs. I'll tell you what those things are as we go along, but then you're going to tell me different words and I'm going to stick them into a story, a pre-written story, and the silliest words probably are the ones that end up in there. And then by the end, I'll read you the story that we wrote together, and they're usually pretty damn funny. Yeah, you're ready? You're ready. Ooh, just got back from exercise class. Are you sweaty? You got a sweaty body? The sweatiest body. All right. Let me grab my Mad Lib here. I gotta get a blank. Give you a blank sheet. Get a blank sheet. Here we go. Here we go. All right, close that, open this, new. I have a aha, here we go. Need this. Yes. Mad Libs, DP edition. Trying to get our new one. Oh, there we go. Sorry. All right. So like I said, I wrote some for the holidays. And I thought we could do some fun stuff. The all right, grabbing things to grab. Sorry, I'm grabbing some things. Better X half of Jeff Bezos. Mackenzie Scott donated 7.2 billion. Wow, that's pretty awesome. What's up, Nori? Just got off of work. You're in shorts, Liana. I'd be frozen to death. All the way frozen. Okay, let's see here. Where did my thing go? There it is. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's start with the Great Holiday DP Mishap. The Great Holiday DP Mishap. All right. So, what I need you guys to do is I will ask you for something, right? And then everybody just call out whatever, okay? And I will pick something either if it fits like well or it's going to be silly, or if two people say the same word, I usually end up grabbing that one. But first thing that I need from you guys is an adjective. An adjective is a describing word, like runny, orange, stupid, I guess would also be an adjective, but a describing word. Give me an adjective, please. Any adjective you like. Ugly, stinky. Is fart an adjective, or would that be a verb? That would be a verb. Not floppy. Oh no. Frizzy. Squishy. Oh no, we had two squishies. Oh no. Sure, we'll go with squishy. Why not? Squishy it is. Give me a holiday drink. Please give me a holiday drink. A fart could be a noun, right? I need a holiday drink, please. I mean that in every possible way. Get me a holiday drink. All right, let's see. Let's do that color next. This is a tight square. I don't know what's going on with it, but it is a very tight square. I think it's all the ABs, man. This square seems crazy tight. Mulled wine, mulled cider. Eggnog, 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 eggnog. Eggnog it is. Eggnog. Guess what I'm drinking, guys? Eggnog. I love eggnog. All right, give me a holiday decoration. A holiday decoration. I switched my usual soda during the live for an eggnog. Where the P.S. Where the heck is Noelle? I have not seen her yet today. Somebody send that hoe a message. Somebody tell that wench to get in here. Hiding from me. I did keep her up pretty late last night, to be fair. Inflatable snowman. Mistletoe, bauble, star, tinsel, garland, garland, tinsel. Holly, popcorn string. All right, let's see. We will inflatable snowman because of what it is. Yeah. Inflatable snowman. Holiday event. Give me a holiday event. Like, I don't know, a holiday Christmas party or Y2K. Technically a holiday event, right? It was kind of a holiday event. It happened on holiday. Snow parade. Ooh, wrapping presents. That technically is a holiday event. Caroling. Caroling is a holiday event. Secret Santa. The annual ball dropping. the annual ball drop. Yeah, the Y2K kind of technically works sitting on Santa's lap. Yes, sitting on Santa's lap. We're going with it. Sitting on Santa's lap. That almost said Santa slap. That's a different thing. Funny sound. A funny sound. Festivus. It's a festivus for the rest of us. Give me a funny sound. Gagging. I think gagging is probably one of the funniest sounds on the planet. Sometimes I'll watch like YouTube shorts where it's people who have like a really, really, really sensitive gag reflex where like just somebody making a gagging sound will make them gag. I don't know why I find it so freaking funny. Probably why I enjoy Good Mythical Morning so much, like from back in the day, because Link used to gag to everything. Like everything would make him gag. Now it's like nothing phases him anymore. They've eaten some of the most disgusting stuff. A hiccup, a fart. A lot of people like farts. A lot of people think farts sound funny. It's not so funny when you get farted on, though. Not a very funny sound anymore. Fart. We'll go with fart. As long as it isn't a cat or a dog gagging. Oh man, yeah. Woo! That'll wake you up out of a dead ass sleep. Fart it is. Fart. Um, animal. like a pet or an animal. It could be either. You love Good Mythical Morning, Liana? I do too. Love Good Mythical Morning. I was very, very, very bummed out when they decided to cancel Ear Biscuits indefinitely because Rhett had a couple of cardiac events. And so, for his well being and reducing stress, they decided to stop doing Ear Biscuits for indefinitely. They're not sure if it's going to be a while or forever. But I liked Ear Biscuits because it always reminded me more of what like Good Mythical Morning used to be before all of the food challenges. Because now basically if you watch Good Mythical Morning, it's just them eating different food. But that's what the people like. That's what the people watch. They do other things too, but a lot of it is food eating. Rabbit, duck, otter, armadillo, hippopotamus. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Hippopotamus is what. Yes. See? You knew what I was talking about, Mary. Let's go with we had 2 otters, 2 rabbits. We'll go with an otter, I guess. Sure. Otter it is. Otter. Okay. Plural holiday themed objects. So a holiday themed object in plural. Multiples of a holiday themed object. I said that 3 different ways, but I said the same exact thing. So I hope you understood what I said. I asked you for 3 different things that meant exactly the same thing. Come on, I'm gonna have that in my head. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Balls. Whoa. What's up, Noel? Somebody go wake your booty up. Holiday themed nutcrackers. Nutcrackers. Wait, does nutcrackers work in there? Sure. We will go with nutcrackers. A relative. Please give me one of your relatives. No, I do not want one of your relatives. Just give me a relative to borrow. I'll give it right back. A relative, please. Aunt, uncle, cousin, brother, sister, that weird uncle that everybody seems to have. Everybody's got that weird uncle with a really weird warm lap. Don't know what that's about. Uncle Bobby. Uncle Bobby. Third cousin, twice removed. Weird Uncle Mike. There we go. Yeah, everybody's got a weird uncle. You can have them all. A grunkle. Oh no. A husband. A husband. It's my husband. Oh, not a husband. Okay, we're gonna go with Weird Uncle Mike. Weird Uncle Mike. Weird Uncle Mike. A mythical winter creature. Are there more than one of those? A mythical winter creature. Keep the uncle, I don't want it back. My weird great uncle Mike was a crazy cat man. Um, so I had an uncle. Well, my mom was the youngest of 9, so I had 6 uncles. Less now because they're all much older. But her oldest brother was 22 years older than she was. Well, one of my uncles was like collected trains. Like he had trains of all different varieties of like and like train tracks set up in the house. And so when we would go over to this uncle's house, like we weren't allowed to touch anything. Um, weren't allowed to play with the trains, weren't even allowed to like do anything with the objects around the trains. We were just basically supposed to sit in one place in this uncle's house and not freaking move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't knock anything over. Don't do anything. Just basically sit. So most of the time when we were at that uncle's house, we would just go outside because who wants to be in the house sitting in one place and unable to go anywhere? Like that doesn't sound fun. Oh, okay. I guess there are a couple. All right, cool. A Yeti, a Bumble, a Bigfoot, abominable snowman, Krampus. Oh, Krampus. Bumble's bounce, Jack Frost, a jackalope, snowflake fairies. Yeah, what? Oh, an abominable snowman is a bumble. Okay, I was about to ask what is a bumble. Let's go with um Jack Frost. No. Let's go with who's his name? Mr. Rogers. He has a train. No, narwhal. Those are real. A narwhal actually is a real thing. That is not a mythical creature. Let's go with a since everybody's saying abominable snowman. I think y'all just want to hear me say abominable snowman. A bomb, a bomb, and hell, abominable, abominable. There we go. No, man. Okay, a holiday. No, just kidding. Color. A color. Give me a color. From Rudolph. Bumbles bounce, put the stars on the trees at the end. Oh. Sailors. Well, okay, but sailors also thought that manatees were mermaids. I don't trust sailors. They don't know nothing. No, narwhals are real. They're a real thing with a really long horn. And actually, at the House on the Rock, where I like to go here in Wisconsin, they have a collection of narwhal horns, which is pretty magical because it does look like a really massive unicorn horn, like the unicorn of the sea. Maroon, magenta, crimson. Is going with some reds. We all like some red, silver. Let's see. We'll go with. Let's go with. Uh. Let's go with crimson. I like crimson as a word is fun. Crimson. All right. A holiday exclamation. I don't know how many holiday exclamations there are, but have fun with that one. Holiday exclamation. The only one that I can think of is ho ho ho. That's all I got. If you got something better than ho ho ho, bonus points because I don't even know. I don't even know. If you've heard the song Narwhals Stop Cthulhu Eating. Oh, narwhals are real and the horns are teeth. Not all have them. Not by gender. Well, all right. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. From A Christmas Story. Yes, I remember it. We watched that movie for 24 hours on Christmas. All day long. We just watch it on repeat. A Christmas Story. It's tradition. Oh, fudge. Drink more Ovaltine. Is that a holiday exclamation? Could be. On Prancer. Yeah, there you go. On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid. I'm not going to say all of it though. Let's go with You Better Watch Out, You Better Not Cry. Ooh, I like that too. I Never Loved You. Which holidays are you at, Josh? I never loved you. Let me see how either of those will work. And um, we're gonna go with You Better Watch Out, You Better Not Cry. It makes sense. You'll see. You shall see. Body part. Oh boy. Give me a body part. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I watched that the other day after I watched Ever After, by the way, because I needed to watch Ever After. It was it was in the brain queue and I couldn't put it down. So it was like, let me go watch this again. Love me some Ever After. I have to watch that like over and over and over again. A thumbnail. Ooh. An inner cochlea. Not the inner cochlea. Nose. Wee wee. Not the wee wee. A wee wee. I don't know if wee wee would work. Let me see. Let's find out. Oh, we definitely don't want a wee wee in that particular glutes. You watched it too, Mel? Yeah, hell yeah. Um, let's go with blah, blah, let's go with nose. Let's go with nose. Nose it is. Okay, a different body part. We could we could go with wee wee on that maybe. I don't know if we'd like to. Not a poo poo valve. Not the we call that a poop shoot, Kylie. Not a poo poo valve. You gotta call it a poop shoot. Ooh, a weenus. You don't want things getting happening to your poop valve though. Your poop shoot, your poo poo valve, your sphincter muscles. You definitely don't want things to happen to those things. Generally, aside from the regular things that happen to those things. Not your aorta, your medulla oblongata. That reminds me. Tell you a story. I'll tell you a story in a little bit here. I gotta pick one though. Oh no, so hard. Let's go with your glutes. We're gonna go with glutes on that. Animal. Oh, does it have to be the same? Yeah, it's got to be the same animal. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Okay, we are ready. But let me tell you a quick story first because this is a good story. Okay. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Damn. Now it's gone. Uh, I'll have to think of it. I'll have to think of it. What was I talking about? I don't even know. I was going to tell you a story about something. Oh well. Not about the sphincter. I was talking about sphincters, but that's not what I was thinking of. Ooh, flicked a drill at my own face. Ah, well, it'll come to me, or it won't. Aardvark. Ooh, an aardvark. Um, okay. Are you guys ready? Do you need to hydrate before we read this story? I may need to. May need to hydrate slightly before I read this. All right, let me get a drink here. Oh, yes, parts of the brain. Thank you. Okay. So, quick story. The medulla. Yes. So, a friend of mine, she was over at my house and like down my sidewalk to get like you go down my porch, you go down my sidewalk, and I had this very like shallow step like that to go down to the street from my sidewalk. It was a very shallow step. So like if you weren't paying any attention and you just sort of stepped off of it, you could really mess yourself up because you were not expecting there to be a step there. Because it was very shallow. I mean, like maybe 2, 3 inches tall. So not even enough to take a step down, but enough of a step down that if you didn't step down, you could like roll an ankle. Okay. Well, so my friend does exactly that. She's visiting my house. She's carrying her kid back to the car, which she's parked out in front of my house, and because I was living in a trailer at the time, and she's carrying her kid out to the car and manages to forget about the step down and rolled her ankle really horribly. So horribly enough that we took her immediately to the emergency room. Well, the emergency room was full of just every kind of people. It was busy. We knew we were going to be sitting there for hours. So we're like, okay, let's do something while we're sitting here waiting. I felt bad. I wasn't going to just leave her there because she injured herself at my house. And her husband was there, I was there, Dustin was there, because we figured if they needed to go back in the room and we needed to watch their kid, we could do that, wouldn't be a problem. So, anyways, we're sitting in the waiting room and like, how are we going to keep ourselves busy for all of this time? And we decided to play a game wherein the point of the game was to say a dirty word that wasn't a dirty word, but that could be construed as a dirty word. And so, we're sitting there and we're like coming up with different things. And I think one of the ones that I came up with was like Lake Titicaca. Somebody else was like shiitake mushrooms. And we were just going on and on, like going around in a circle, coming up with these different words that were not swear words or dirty words, but sounded like them. And this old bitter Betty that was sitting nearby, every time that we would say something, she'd go, like you could hear her choking on her, I don't know, her pearls that she was clutching onto while we were sitting here saying not dirty words. And it was just like every time, ugh, like just audible sounds from this woman. Finally, she looks over at me and she's like, "Would you guys please stop that? That is so inappropriate." And I'm like, "We're not saying anything. Like, we're not saying bad words. Like, the point of the game is that they're not bad words." She's like, "Um, I'm sorry. It's really inappropriate." And I was like, kind of just ignored her because at the time we were in our 20s. I didn't give a shit about this lady and her feelings because I wasn't saying anything. Well, so finally I go very slowly and as almost sensual as I can make it sound. I was like, medulla oblongata. And she gets up, storms over to the desk, and tattles on us because I said medulla oblongata and she thought it was a bad word. I was like, you need to use your medulla oblongata, lady. Like, what the actual hell? So the woman at the desk comes over and she asks us what we're doing. And I'm like, we're just sitting here playing a word game wherein we're saying words that sound like dirty words but aren't. And the lady got herself all bent out of shape about it. And she's like, well, what word sent her over to me? And I was like, the words medulla oblongata, she laughed and went back to her desk and sat down. I was like, whoops, sorry. I was like, ugh, we just needed to find a way to keep ourselves like busy and sane for the 3 or 4 hours that we were sitting in the waiting room. I was like, come on, woman. I agree. I agree, Abby. Some people have no joy. Guess who just got home? Guess who's home? It's Beans. Barking at nothing. Is it that slippery out? Is it icy? Well, I see that it's like snowing now instead of
it's
just
still raining.
rainy stuff. Oh, it's still raining. Great. Well, I just finished a Mad Lib, so you're here just in time. I was just going to read it to them, but I was telling them the story about when we took Sarah to the hospital and we were playing the not dirty word game, and that lady got all bent out of shape about me saying medulla oblongata. Yes. I can understand her getting mad about like shiitake mushroom, but like medulla oblongata lady, come on now. What the French toast? All right. Let me get are we ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to read our Mad Lib here. Okay, what do we got? Where did it go? Here we go. Okay. This is called The Great Holiday DP Mishap. It was a perfectly squishy winter morning when I sat down with my holiday diamond painting and a giant cup of eggnog. Snow was falling outside, the lights on my inflatable snowman were twinkling, and I was determined to finish at least one section before sitting on Santa's warm lap. But the universe had other plans. Just as I opened my canvas, I heard a dramatic fart coming from across the room. My otter had climbed onto my crafting table like it was auditioning for a holiday movie and knocked over all my nutcrackers. The crash was so loud that even my weird Uncle Mike yelled from the other room, asking if I was summoning the spirits of Abominable Snowman again. I rushed over to save the drills, stepped directly onto a pile of escaped crimson ones, and let out a heartfelt, "You better watch out, you better not cry." My foot slid, my tray flipped, and my nose landed smack into a pile of sticky wax. Do you see why I didn't use wee wee? Mm-hmm. Now there's yeah, I should have used wee wee. Now there's glitter stuck to my glutes until January. The otter is grounded, and I'm considering switching hobbies until tomorrow. Oh no. It is a mishap. It is a mishap. I don't think wee wee and wax probably would have been the best idea. Not a wee wee stuck in wax. But I figured we could all relate to drills stuck to our glutes. Also, I think my favorite part is probably the sitting on Santa's warm lap. Yes. Let me get this for you and I will put it in Discord. Here we go. Blam. The Great Holiday DP Mishap going into Discord. Where's our live games? There it is, live games. Now where's Jamie when we need somebody to make a diamond painting for us? Thank you. Thank you. Bravo. Bravo to all of you. Stop summoning abominable snowman. Sorry. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that lady seemed like she just had no joy. She had no smiles to give for some 20 somethings sitting in a waiting room playing a completely harmless game. Ah. All right, what do we got? I don't know if we got time for another one. We could probably do another one if we do it fast. You want to do another one, but do it fast? You can go fast. I can do it. Just don't make me say Irish wish. Damn it. Don't make me try to say Irish wrist watch. I can't do it. Was his lap warm because his wee wee was stuck in wax? It was waxy wee wee. It was a waxy wee wee. Oh man. Um yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people just they don't have brains and they don't have a sense of humor either. It's like I can't believe medulla oblongata is what set you over the edge, lady. I do love late night quickies. Woo! Okay, let me grab another one real fast. Here we go. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Here we go. All right. Let's go with okay, boom. Here we go. All right, give me the first adjective because I need an adjective. An adjective from all of you. Give me an adjective for the Mad Libs. Should I have AI write me a theme song, like an intro theme song like Crashly has? I could be cool doing that. I could make AI write me something. I bet it knows me well enough by now from listening to my conversations and things that it should be able to write me something really epic, don't you think? Gay? Who's gay? Not me, of course. I'm not a good liar. Sorry. Yeah, homosexuality. Sorry, I 100% just quoted RuPaul's Drag Race. Couldn't help myself. The homosexuality. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Please no. Please no. Spicy. Ooh, spicy. Um, you know what? We're gonna go with gay. I, I'm going with gay. That's right. I went there. Going gay. Holiday drink. We did eggnog already, so let's pick a different holiday drink. Yes, do the thing. Like, join, and subscribe things. Do all of the liking and the subscribing and the joining. Come together right now on my channel. Give me a holiday drink. But not eggnog, because we did eggnog. Spiced rum. Ooh, NyQuil. NyQuil. That's a holiday drink. You're silly. NyQuil. Mommy's stash. mommy's secret drink. Sleepy time tea. That's what NyQuil is. Sleepy time holiday tea. NyQuil. Just remember, once gay, you stay. Okay, NyQuil it is. We're going with it. Y'all seem to like it. Celebrity. Give me a celebrity, please. A celebrity. Any celebrity you like, except Carrot Top, because that guy's fucking weird. He scares me on a level I can't understand. If he doesn't scare you, there could be something wrong with you. I have questions. Give me a celebrity. RuPaul. Ooh, Jim Carrey. Billy Bob Thornton. William Shatner. Allison Hannigan. Meg Ryan. Wow, you're pulling out some oldies here. Leonardo DiCaprio. Shaquille O'Neal. Vin Diesel. Alex Trebek. Ringo Starr. Emma Stone. Wow, y'all are going in the way back machine. Okay, let's go with Vin Diesel. Go with Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel. Sure. I don't even think I spelled that right. Didn't. There we go. Holiday character. A holiday character. We old. Yes. Accurately described. It's true. I don't know when it happened, but it happened. See, Dustin gets to brag because no matter what I do, he's always 3 years younger than I am. For some reason, he refuses to catch up. It's completely unfair. When we die, otherwise, how you ever gonna catch up? Unless I just decide to stop aging, and I just go like, all right, officially, I'm done. I'm not gonna add more years anymore. Yes, that is called death. Thank you. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. All right, the Grinch, Herbie the Elf, Kevin McAllister, Little Drummer Boy, Rudolph, Jack Frost, Grinch. Ooh, what sounds good? What sounds good? Elf on a Shelf. Ooh, Elf on a Shelf. Yeah, we'll go with Elf on a Shelf. Why not? Okay. Type of drill. A type of drill. Not a color, but a type. Women do that at 30 already. What, just decide to stop counting their years? Wow, Beans. Wow. Don't get Chloe started too. Stop, sir. Hey. Hey. Oh, what's he barking at them for? Well, there's nobody at the door. He played this last night too, where he kept barking at the door even though there's like nobody there. Because everybody's home. I don't know what he's barking at. There's nobody trying to get in the house. You stop aging. Frost, unicorn poop, bubble, fairy dust, more unicorn poop. Ooh, we like that. We like that unicorn poop. We're gonna go with it. Unicorn poop, which is the same as a fairy dust drill. A loud sound. Loud noises. That kind of drill. Oopsies, I did a tool that you get out Lowe's kind of drill. Oh. A loud sound. Wabam. I don't know. What's a loud sound? A boom. A boom? I mean, it is a loud sound. Tray of drills spilling. Oh no. Ululating. How do you say that? Ululating? Ululating? Because I know it just means but like ululation. I don't know how you say it though. Wham, blam, kabam. Let's go kaboom, I guess. Kaboom? Sure. Boom. All right. Blam. With a flim flam. Holiday decoration. A holiday decoration. The oh shit scream after the drills and trays are spilling. True though. That that feeling in your gut when you are defeated. when you drop your drills, tray and all, onto the floor. The heartbreak of that moment. It's real. It's a real thing. Tis a real thing. Holiday decoration. Tinsel, lights, wreath. No, Abby, it's wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Indeed. Poinsettias, twinkle lights. How about a holiday decoration that something can go inside of? That's a little better description. It's just asking for a holiday like decoration, but it wants something inside of it. So, yeah. Christmas ornament made by a blind ornament. I suppose you could put something in there. You could put something in it, I bet. Make it shake. Because, blind kids got to hear it if they can't see it, right? Isn't that how that works? It's a sensory toy now. You're terrible, Joshua. I love it. Okay, where in the heck is the letter H? There it is. A snow globe. A nativity stable. Ooh. Put things inside of a nativity stable. Okay. Yes. Nativity stable. Ooh. I can spell stuff so good. There we go. Noun. A noun, please. Give me that noun. Give me that noun. Give me a noun. Give me a noun for Santa's bag. Oh no. Put something in Santa. No, I shall not. Ooh, reindeer. Oh. Let's go with um let's go with mm, mm, mm. North Pole. North Pole. Sack. A sack. I love it. Okay. A verb ending in ing. A verb ending in ing. What'd you just say? Hoeing? Hoeing? Oh, hoeing? That's a verb. So is the other kind of hoeing, I suppose. There's many kinds of hoeing you can be doing. That's a verb. You could be hoeing. You could be corner hoeing. You could be hoeing the garden. All kinds of hoeing you could do in a verb sense. Sliding, kicking, wassailing. Ooh, here we go. Patronizing. Blowing, not blowing. Laughing, skiing, twerking. Twerking, choring, not choring. Oh, well, that, if it worked, I would use it. Um, mm, let's see. We're gonna go with er, let's go with cramming. Cram. Cramming. Sure. Yes. Okay. Object. An object that you would have in your house, actually. An object you would have in your house. Need that one. This one. An object in your house. Any of those objects in your house? What you got in your house? Sex swing. Not a sex swing. Man cave. A Yule log. Oh, not a Yule log, a NyQuil bottle. I don't know if that'll. I like the circle back. I like the circle back. Can we make it work? Can we make it work with the circle back? Sure. NyQuil bottle it is. Oh, we got it. Okay, we've got it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, I am ready. Hold on. I'm gonna get a drink of my eggnog. My delicious, delicious eggnog. All right. You guys ready? I got it done before the end of the live. Look at me. All speedy and stuff. Okay. Here we go. Let me finish this color and then I will read it to you. It's a good one. I think it's a good one. It's going to be a real good one. At least I hope so. Okay. Boom. Finished the color. Here we go. Are you ready, Mr. Krabs? Christmas tree made of empty NyQuil bottles. We got to do something with them. Okay. This is called, Naomi has the zoomies, just a little bit, a little bit. This one is called Santa's Sparkling Surprise. I woke up. I forgot to put that. Sorry. Excuse me. I woke up to a. What? I'm not 4. Shut up. You're going to laugh at it too. Give me a second. I hope. Sorry. I won't. I can't do it. Can't do it. Josh, this is all your fault. I woke up to a strangely gay noise in my craft room. When I peeked inside, I nearly dropped my mug of NyQuil. There sat Vin Diesel, casually working on my diamond painting like we had a weekly crafting appointment. They explained that Santa was behind schedule and desperately needed help finishing a Elf on the Shelf themed canvas before Christmas Eve. Apparently, I was chosen because of my elite drill placement skills, and possibly because Santa saw me rage quit a project last year. Trying to impress them, I handed over my tray of unicorn poop drills right as they sneezed with the force of a kaboom. The drills shot into the air, sparkling like festive shrapnel, and landed inside my nativity stable. I stared in quiet disbelief as Vin Diesel apologized by handing me a slightly crushed sack. Not a crushed sack. Determined to salvage the moment, I suggested we start cramming the background. But before we got far, Santa himself appeared and tripped over my NyQuil bottle, sending even more drills flying. By the end, my room looked like a glitter bomb went off in the North Pole. Not gay sounds coming from the other room. What was Vin Diesel doing there? No one knows. Oh, not gay sounds. There you go. It's in the Discord. I'm sorry. Ooh, Zach, I don't know. I don't know. Freaking gay sounds. Oh no. I remembered that I put Vin Diesel in there after gay sounds, and I was like, oh no, where's this going? I didn't even read most of it. I just read like the next part of the sentence. Oh man. I hate waking up to gay sounds. It's the worst when you're not ready for it. You gotta be prepped for gay sounds. You can't just wake up to them. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, wow. Don't be throwing my drills now. Don't be throwing my drills. It's a Christmas story that you can all go to sleep to tonight. Man. Whew. I haven't laughed like that since I was a little boy. Okay, I've got these last drills to lay down, and then I have finished this section officially. Bam! Doing it. Doing it. Did I tell you guys already that I decided I'm just gonna work in a third Morales for the event? Because who slows down? What's slowing down? There's no such thing. You just gotta do it. You gotta do it, and you go some more, and then Jack makes some more Moraleses, so it's okay. So I'll have more Moraleses to fill up with later. Wait, no, that's not the correct verbiage. Vin Diesel Googling what are people saying about me? Gay sounds. It's one of those ones where they sit down and they read the thing, and it's like, what sounds does Vin Diesel make? Gay sounds. Just gay sounds. It's like the what is it? Oh, it's the one with the search. Like the celebrities go and then it has different searches, Google searches that people do. No, mean tweets is a different thing. That was on Jimmy Kimmel. I miss mean tweets, but now it's not tweets, it's truths or whatever, or X's or whatever the hell you call a thing when people send out a truth social thing. I don't think most people are on truth social or whatever anymore. I think now that's just a place where old angry people hang out. But gay sounds with whom, Josh? Inquiring minds. Just go to sleep listening to the gay sounds of Vin Diesel, so you don't have to wake up to him. Because I think he'd be pissed if you fell asleep. I think he'd be a little offended. You gotta stay awake for the gay sounds of Vin Diesel. The gay sounds of Vin Diesel. Listen, it could be a different kind of gay. It could be happy sounds. Could be worse, but I don't know. We did it, you guys. We did it. It's done. Woo! We all knew, even though you didn't know, we knew. Many Mary Morales DP vintage. Yes. Yes, indeed. Look at, I did it. It's so good. It is now that section done. That was a lot of ABs, though. Oof. Anyways, all right, guys. I am going to be heading my silly self over to Discord. I hope that some of you will join and hang out and all of the fun things. Otherwise, if you haven't yet watched the video and done your comment for the week for Mary Morales, make sure you do that. Don't forget to do it because you got to get it done before Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. And get your photo submissions in for the week so that you can qualify for this week's prizes. They're gonna be so good. So good. Otherwise, y'alls, I will see you on Saturday for the live stream where I will be giving away the prizes for this week. And guess what? My Moraleses are currently moving. So they're supposed to be here Friday. I can't wait to do some unboxing for those for Mary Morales too. So keep an eye out on the channel. Lots of cool stuff coming. More live streams, more laughs. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys. I probably burned some really good calories by laughing as hard as I did, so I appreciate it. Hope you had a laugh too. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world of ours, that you are having a wonderful, laugh filled morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right. See you guys soon. Bye.